welcome back. Today, my guests say their friends are raving fanatics. Next, meet Robin. She says her friend Lisa used to live for raving, but quit the scene after realizing none of her friends wanted to be around her anymore. Hi, Robin.
Hi.
How come her friends didn't want to be around her anymore?
Not that we didn't want to be around her, but we didn't like seeing her, like, sick. Like, 'cause she would go, like, Friday night to a club, and then Saturday to a rave, and then Sunday to an after party, and then we'd see her Monday, and she'd be, like, tired, didn't eat all weekend.
And she got quite sick, right?
Mm-hmm. When it was after, like, March break, I didn't see her all March break, so we, like, lost touch, and she came back to school, and she was, like, really pale, and she had gotten really sick, like, over the March break, and lost, like, 10 pounds.
Did you tell us she told you one time she was puking up green and black?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that she was doing drugs, or do you think it was just too much partying?
No, it was too much partying. Like, she wasn't used to it. She went from not doing it to doing, like, every weekend, and your body's not used to that, and she was, like, she wasn't eating, wasn't...
So how long has she not been raving?
5 months.
5 months. Have you ever raved?
Nope.
Are you worried now that she's going to get back into it?
Not worried that she will. I think if she went again, like, she'd start going again, because she loves it. Like, she loves dancing and the music, but...
But you're worried she'll get sick again?
Yeah, if she went back into it, she might get sick again. I don't want to see her sick again.
Okay, let's get her out here. Come on out here, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Lisa, why did you quit raving?
It got to the point where I was, like, ditching all my friends, like, my real friends, and, one incident, it was Mother's Day, and I was at a rave all weekend. I called my mom from a rave to wish her a happy Mother's Day. I wasn't there, and then she was kind of upset about it, and then I just started realizing that I wasn't being fair to my family or my friends.
Did it affect your schoolwork?
Mm-hmm, big time.
How big?
I didn't go to school a lot because I was always tired after the weekend. I got into a fight with my friends at school, so I didn't want to go to school anymore. I just was always tired and didn't do homework.
When you look back now on when you were raving a lot, what do you think?
It was fun. I'll never regret it. I'll never say raving's bad or anything. It's just I screwed up. I got too into it, and then it was just not for me, I guess.
Yes, ma'am.
For the people from Winnipeg, I mean, I've gone to raves and I really, really enjoy it, but Olivia, I think it is, why do you still do the drugs? Because, I mean, I go sober and I have a really great time.
I go sober sometimes, too.
Yeah, like, I just think it's so much better sober because you're in control of yourself. Mm-hmm. So, like, do you think you're ever going to stop doing?
Oh, yeah. I can't see myself doing this, like, 10 years down the road at all. I think right now I'm having a good time doing it, but I think, like, I'm going back to school in January to graduate, and I'm going to be going to university. I mean, I'm not going to be... Well, not to put Steve down, but I can't see myself being 28 and still doing this. Because, I mean, it does get tiring after a while.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, have you guys ever driven home wasted after a rave?
Not me.
No, but I've gotten rides home with people that are pretty wasted.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Like, not like purely whacked out on crazy stuff, but it's like they're a little bit strung out in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm just wondering what your parents think about you guys coming home at like 7 in the evening from like...
No, it's not really 7 in the evening. It's more like noon, usually. Noon Sunday. Well, noon Sunday for me. That's
Do your parents know?
My
Oh, yeah.
parents used to have a problem.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they know.
They know you go and do acid and...
They don't know about the drugs.
They do now.
After the show, yeah, they will.
Yes, ma'am.
This is directed at Chris. What did you used to do before you went to raves, and now that you're raving, does it interfere with your social life?
What did I used to do, like, during weekends? I used to get together with my friends and...
Including me.
Including Katie.
Who you don't see much of anymore.
Well,
No.
Yeah. But I wouldn't contribute that totally to going to raves. Like, you go to...
What would you contribute it to?
School and being busy, working, having other friends that live closer. Katie lives kind of far away, so...
Well, before the show, we were talking, and you were saying that you've got this new schedule to your life where, you know, you sleep in till 10:30 at night so that you can go to the rave, like, that night, I guess, like later on that night. And then I know, but okay, he's devoting his whole weekend to going to this one rave. Then whatever spare time he has. So
Okay,
just one
you guys
weekend.
know what? We got to go to commercial. We'll come back and talk some more. Coming up next, today's expert, Dr. Judy Kuriansky, will have some advice for both our ravers and their friends. Don't go away. Hi, welcome back. Today on the show, my guests are worried about their friends who say they are raving fanatics. Helping us out now is today's expert, Dr. Judy Kuriansky. Hi, Dr. Judy.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Thanks for coming out. Dr. Judy, when does raving become out of hand?
I think what horrifies me, and I'm sure a lot of you who are listening here, is hearing some of the stories of you all who have done it and said, well, I can try the drugs and it doesn't get out of hand. But when you're in that kind of environment and when you're people are passing you things, as Amy was saying, you really cannot control what's happening. And this is absolutely horrifically dangerous. Never mind the throwing up, but wandering in the street, losing your way and losing your mind. And I think everybody's feeling that sense of you're really not in control in this situation.
No, it's terrifying.
Really
terrifying. Most of the time, you know what you're doing, though. Because, she had a really bad experience. Like, I was in the car with her afterwards, because I left a little bit early, too, and she said that was one of the worst things she's ever experienced in her life.
You know, Kevin, I'm really distressed at hearing you say those kinds of things, as if you can control this. And somebody in the audience said the same thing.
Well, I haven't gone out and killed myself or snorted like a pound of crack to my face or anything like that. I know what I'm doing.
I beg to differ with you. I don't get that sense that you really know what you're doing, I'm afraid to say. I mean, do you have a sense that he really knows what he's doing here?
And you know what?
This is really distressing.
And it's like Amy said, you don't have to have a pound of Coke to snort. Somebody gave her one thing that she was used to doing.
If somebody can give you, Lisa was sharing that, she didn't do drugs, but she took, what was it, liquid sugar, right? To get pumped up. But how did you know that somebody wouldn't have given you in this environment something that was spiked in the liquid sugar, right?
You buy it.
I mean, you would never know.
It's a legal booze.
Okay. So the drugs are one thing, but I think there's something else here that's important that people are looking for that is separate from the drugs. And if we take a look at the tape again that you played before, and what I'd like everybody to do is to get a sense of what does it actually feel like to be in the environment, because there's something else that's driving the 8,000 people in Toronto to go. Feel it.
That's not a risk.
That is electric circuit. That's not a rave. I just like to tell you all now.
They're all saying, though, that that's not a rave, that's not a rave. What is different?
The music. What is the music?
Right. Okay, but now the sense is, what did you all feel when you imagine yourself in that environment? Because there's one word, you're all talking about E as ecstasy. There's one big word that begins with an E that this is really about, and it's the expenditure of energy. And really being in some place where you're being blitzed out, the music is pounding, the lights are flashing, and you're involved. There were a few things that several of you have said that explain why this is so compelling aside from the drugs. I mean, for Hillary, when you said it's like a sense of false love of being in a family, and Olivia, for you, this was a way to blitz out of a lot of that and feel like you were part of a family.
At the time it was, yeah, no longer.
Right, so that's a very critical understanding. And for you, Kevin, Amy has even said that you felt like a geek and didn't belong. Is that not true?
No, that's not true. That's not
Amy,
true at all.
did you not say he was like a nerd, and
Amy
this is his
didn't
way to
know
be
me.
part of the whole?
We have a question. Yes, sir.
I've been in enough bars that I've seen people high on alcohol that they're so incredibly out of control that they start a fight. Now, has anybody here at a rave seen a fight or anything?
No, there's no violent raves at all. We don't go to like
That's
clubs
why
and stuff like
raves
that.
are so much better than
People
bars
don't get
lots of
gunned
times.
down. People don't get knives.
No, they just do a lot of drugs and end up wandering the streets aimlessly.
Well, lots of people don't realize that alcohol is a drug as well, and you become more violent on it. I mean...
America's funniest host, Bob Saget, popped by to discuss his newest project with Oprah. Next on PBS.